Hello everybody, welcome to BobCAD-CAM UK. This is Peter speaking to you, and what I wanted to do now was take you through one of the new features of BobCAD V27, and it's probably one of the best features I've seen in a CAD-CAM package for quite some time, and that is its own solid creation tool, which allows us to make solids. It's in the menu down here. We just go into here, and it's the new menu where we can make solids, we can put fillets in and rads in and modify. And one of the great things is we don't need to undo things and redo things, and you know, if we make a mess up somewhere and we need to change the rad size, we don't need to undo to get back to it. One of the great features about this new enhancement is now you can work on the fly and you can modify your solid shapes. Even if you put toolpaths in, you can put toolpaths on it and then just change the radius and just regenerate the toolpath. There's none of this undoing and redoing. Great asset to the BobCAD. I'm going to take you through a quick example and show you how you can modify. So what I'm going to do now is create myself a quick rectangle. So I go into the rectangle. I'm going to make it 100 by 100. I'm going to put 20 mm radiuses, and I'm going to leave it 0, 0, 0 and press OK and cancel. You can see I've created myself a rectangle. I'm also going to create myself an arc. So if we go into coordinates, I'm going to use, we'll use a 30. We're going to draw it at 0, 0, 0, select OK and then cancel. So what I've done is created myself a quick rectangle and another one so I can raise a boss on it. Excuse me. So what I'm going to do now is extrude this downwards. So I'm going to go into surfaces, extrude curves. Let's have a look. That's your positive direction upwards. I'm going to go downwards, which is your negative. So the distance is 50, and with 5 degrees of drop. Come on, select the contour, press the shift key, left click, right click, select OK, and there you can see I've created what I want to do. So if I press OK to that and cancel, you can see now we've created that extrusion. What I'm going to do now is create a boss on there. One of the new tools in here is you've got actually extrude a boss and extrude a cut. You can do both of these now. So what I'm going to do is just turn shading on a bit, and then what I'll do then is I'll extrude a boss, positive direction. I'm going to go 20 mm high, and I'm going to put 5 degrees of draft on the sides. Nothing. I've filled out the information that I want, so all I need to do then is come and highlight it, left click, right click, select OK. You can see it's giving me a preview. Let's make it 30 so I can amend it, and we'll make that and select OK, and you can see now, press cancel, back into shading on the screen. You can see I've created that on top. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some fillets into this. So what I'll do is I'll go into filleting. I'll put a 10 mm fillet, and I'm going to put it on that top edge there. Right click, select OK. You can see I've put a fillet there. I'm now going to put an 8 mm fillet, and I'm going to select this area here. Right click, select OK, and then let's put another 10 mm fillet on this edge and select OK. And then what I'm going to do then is I'll put a bigger fillet, and we'll put it on this bottom edge here and select OK. So you can see here now I've created quite some fillets in there. What I'm also going to do is I'm just going to move this down. We know it's 30 mm high in the Z, so I'm just going to translate it. So I'm going to 0, 0, 0, pick enter, yeah, and I'm going to go down 10. just select the model, right click, select OK, and then just press OK and cancel. So you can see now I've moved it down so the Z is at the top of the job. I'm actually going to just go into a CAD view, view all, and what I'll do then is I'm going to create myself a spline, interpolated spline. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a shape or a spline and select OK. So you can see in the top there I've created that spline effect. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to extrude that down as a surface. So if I go into surface, extrude curves, I'm just going to put a distance, let's just say 20, and select OK. Well, I'll pick it first, then right click and select OK. You can see it's put that in there, 20D, but I actually want to go all the way through. Now one of the enhancements to the software in BobCAD is you can now drag these things. You can actually pull that down without doing anything and amending anything. You can just pull it through, and you can see I've pulled that surface straight through there. Accept that, select OK, and you can see I've pulled that surface through there. What I'd like to do is I'd like to cut this model to this surface. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into this new split solid, and it says to me click the solid to split. So that's what I want to split, and then pick the surface I want to split it with, and it's now split it. I press cancel. So if I take this surface now, because I don't need it anymore, I want to use it for splitting, I'm going to delete it, and you can see we've split the model. Now you can see I highlight that side and I highlight that side when I've done the split. So what I'm going to do is just blank out this side here now. So if I just press cancel and go to blank, I'm now going to blank this part of it, right click and select OK. You can see I've put that split down there. So select cancel. I'll get rid of that shape there, that contour, so I'll select by colours, and we'll just stick that in the bin out of the way there. Now you can see we've got quite a complex shape there. We've done quite a lot to it. But what I want to do, the beauty of this modeler that we've got here at the moment, which for the money I can't find anything that kind of money that'll do this sort of thing. Now what I want to do is I want to amend this rad on the top. Even though I've done all them complex shapes, done all them cutting, what I would have to do normally is undo everything and then change it and come back again. A lot of work. Well, believe it or not, that's a thing of the past. If I had to go into there now and just edit it and decide that that 10mm rad wanted to be a 2mm rad and select OK, you can see now it's updated it. And you can see it's modified it and put it to a 2. If I take the next one down and edit that and change that to a 10 and select OK, you can see it's modified that to a 10. I'm going to put a 2 on this corner here, so I'm going to right click, edit it, put a 2, select OK, and you can see it's modified that. Now if I go to so if I unblank the other half, you can see you can see everything's been amended, even though they're in 2 separate halves. You know, if I select that's one half, that's another half, cancel. If I go back to this one at the top here and we edit it, put it back to a 10mm and select OK, you can see both halves of the tool, even though they're individual, are amended at the same time. So this new feature within BobCAD V27 is probably one of the biggest leap forwards I've seen in a CAD-CAM package, and especially for the money. So hopefully that helps you get started, and thank you for watching.